Welcome to Night Flight as we showcase the best of Night Flight short films. 2 hours of comedy, drama, thrillers, and fantasies from new American filmmakers. Night Flight takes off to this year's Oscar nominees for Best Song with Huey Lewis, Phil Collins, and Lionel Richie. And we go to the movies for today's hottest film releases. Night Flight is brought to you by the only jeans that shrink to fit you and you alone. Levi's Buttonfly 501 Blues. And by U.S. Suzuki Motor Corporation. Man and machine. Together they work like a single moving part. Later tonight, get down on drugs and alcohol with David Bowie, Stevie Wonder, and 50s rebel James Dean. Stay with Night Flight for more movies, video, and music in stereo all night long. Welcome to the best of Night Flight short films. Tonight's mini movies include comedy, drama, and fantasy from today's most promising American filmmakers. From Dallas, Texas, Monty Python fan Rob Thomas directed his own comedy compilation, Mass Hysteria.
All right, you yuppie geek. Tonight, you're gonna watch Mass Hysteria. And you'd better love every minute of it. You got that? That means no primetime soap operas, no worn-out sitcoms, moronic talk shows, news, cop shows, and especially network miniseries.
But I know my wife really wants to watch Return of George Washington Part 4 and...
Honey, what's all that racket?
Quick, cover for me.
Nothing, honey. Just the TV.
Don't even think about changing the channel, or I'll zap enough voltage to fry you, your wife, and little Skipper into a bucket of chicken. Got it?
Yeah.
One more thing. Enjoy the show.
Oh!
Sylvia, I thought when we had a job opening like this one come up, we would be flooded with applicants.
3 applicants in a whole week isn't gonna cut it. You better take this one and hope like hell she's got a good head on her shoulders.
Hey, what's chapping his buns? It's probably your cologne.
Dottie, is it?
Oh, yes, Dottie Dinky. And these are my 2 brothers, Dennis and Doug.
How are ya?
Have a seat. Sit down. Well, Dottie, do you type?
Tell them about the rugby team we're on.
You play rugby?
Yeah, every Sunday we get down there and we scrum down and...
Dog, she needs to tell her about her office skills.
Well, how was I supposed to know?
I've got to have a drink right now.
Well, I graduated from Merriwell School for Girls in '76 with a major in business and a minor in abnormal psychology.
I wanted to be a gynecologist.
Yeah, me too.
Mind if I smoke?
No, go right ahead.
I'm also trilingual. Plus, I do key punch, word processing, and most importantly...
Go on. I have a pleasant telephone voice. Sounds great. You're hired. Oh, my God, he's choking.
We know CPR.
He needs the Heimlich maneuver.
Ready? Well, we better be going.
Thanks for the job.
Come and watch us play rugby sometime, huh?
I'm like that Greek hobo with the lamp. You know, the one who wandered from Hades to Yugoslovakia looking for an honest man. Well, I've got my own quest. What it is I'm looking for the dishonest man. Because where there's crime, there's a web to snag the crook. And I'm the net. I am Webb Wilder, Private Eye.
Urgent, it said, but it wasn't the same urgent as the one on all my bills. This urgent read, SOS. Somebody needed Webb Wilder. The caper looked cloudy, very little data, but the lettuce seemed fresh enough, $50 a day with expenses. I dropped my current case and canceled my newspaper ad. Webb Wilder had been retained.
If you told me that you loved me, I would feel so proud. If you let me hold you, honey, I'd holler out loud. I'll never love another, even if I can. Oh, come to me, baby, I'm a wonder.
I had a girl once. Saw her go under a bridge with a guy. My destination was Wakefield, a one chiropractor town that seemed peaceful enough, but an ant bed is peaceful till you step in it. I was to set up operations at this boarding house and await further instructions.
You Webb Wilder?
Yes, ma'am.
Got a letter about you. Upstairs, first room on the left. Be a $50 deposit on that room. Oh, Mr. Wilder, don't you ever say anything besides yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
What planet did he come from?
Yes? Hello? Yes? This is Webb Wilder.
It's done got out, Mr. Wilder. I didn't want anybody to know. And now the whole world knows.
What are you talking about?
The flying saucers that took Sweet Thing, Mr. Wilder. Hi, Wayne Suggs. I'm the one that wrote you without signing my name so you could go find Pristine for me. But I called my cousin on an 8-party line, and now NBC, ABC, and CBS knows. And anybody that's big enough to shove a microphone in my face is standing outside.
What do you mean, saucers?
Space critters, Mr. Wilder. They got my Sweet Thing.
An East Apache community man claims that his wife was abducted by a UFO last Sunday. Wayne Suggs told reporters today that his wife vanished without a trace shortly after dinner Sunday evening. There has been no comment by officials. Authorities are investigating last night's sightings of a UFO in the Wakefield area.
I didn't want any of this to happen, Mr. Wilder.
How did your wife come to be missing, Mr. Suggs?
Mr. Wilder, we finished eating supper, and she was in there doing the dishes. And there wasn't nothing on TV, so I laid down to take a nap. And Mr. Wilder, when I woke up, Sweet Thing was gone. Water was still running in the sink. It was like someone had snatched her out. Did I ever show you a picture of my sweet thing, Mr. Wilder? That's her.
I didn't think even Mars needed women that bad. Pristine Suggs was unvoluptuous.
What makes you think a UFO got her, Mr. Suggs?
Well, it was when I went outside, my neighbor Eugene Bilbo told me that he'd seen some strange-looking saucer shapes kind of hovering over my house, and it was about that time that she turned up missing, and he told me he'd seen Pristine, he'd heard her squalling. Where are you going? What are you going to do?
I'll take care of things from here, Mr. Suggs.
The missing Pristine Suggs, and police still have no leads. Already, more sightings have been reported to authorities, and it seems the saucers are truly raining on Dixie.
Homer Greenspan had science fair written all over him. I first figured he was kin to Mrs. Morefish, but talking to him turned up he was just at junior college. Homer. I don't think he could have been kin to anybody. Knew his saucers, though. Claimed he thought he'd seen one fire a X-ray beam into Elvis's tomb. But that could have just been hysterical, brought on by anxiety. One thing was sure. This was turning into a science caper, and Homer was a intellectual.
Now, I'm not saying they're out there, Mr. Wilder, but if they are, they're planet hungry.
Homer, you're absolutely right. Can I borrow some of your funny books?
Eugene Bilbo said that he saw something sort of circumference shape hovering over my house, you see, and that was when my Pristine turned up missing.
He's among the many observers in the area when the Navy fighter ditched. Officials quickly evacuated the beach area. Air Force spokesmen blamed mechanical malfunctions for the crash, although eyewitnesses claim that up to 7 saucer-like blips intercepted the craft and forced her down. A somewhat shaken Lieutenant Stan Fogel denied their account.
Technical problem. Landing would not come down. There were no UFOs.
It was right here, Mr. Wilder. It was weird. It was just like the gravity you're used to going this way was going with you this way. It went by so fast, it was like it wasn't anything from the Sputnik age, I can guarantee that. It was so impressive, the volume of the sound and everything, that it just flattened the guest cottage, and I just don't...
What sort of phenomena would you say caused this?
It's a land all of its own up there, Mr. Wilder. You can't just pinpoint it just on the nine head and just from the naked human eye. Do you have your sampling devices with you? You can't keep the chickens. I'm sure the whole embryonic deformity ratio is just going, get out.
And under hypnosis, I revealed that there were 32 flying saucers, and they were in a wedge, and they flew right over my house. You can read it. You can read it in the book. I saw them by Highway Suggs. I saw them. Get it at your local book. Come over here. I found it. Right here it is. Right here's where it touched down. I swear, right there it is. It was raining right to it.
I'm no astrophysicist. It's kind of small, but it could be blast-off related.
Daddy, ain't that where you drain the truck?
Today marks day 23 for the missing Pristine Suggs, whose husband, Hi Wayne Suggs, claims was abducted by an unidentified flying object. We asked Hi Wayne Suggs how he felt about his wife's disappearance.
How does it feel to have your wife missing for over 24 days?
What do you want?
Mrs. Bilbo, I was wondering if your husband, Eugene, was home, ma'am.
Wait a minute. You two are them saucer chasers, ain't you? Well, you might say that Eugene took a little saucer trip himself. He's been gone for 24 days now. And if I don't ever see that stinking conniving he-goat of a man, it won't be too soon enough for me. He never took me to the mall, never took me to Morrison's, never fixed Eugene Jr.'s teeth, never took me to Las Vegas. He didn't do nothing for me. He never even gave me money, even to go to the beauty parlor. What do you think it means to a woman?
Mr. Webb, how are you going to tell High Wayne?
Well, I tell him what he already knows. When you want it public, your woman left you for trailer trash? If it hadn't been for those television cameras, I doubt those saucers would have made the dent they did when they fell on Wakefield. Well, I didn't get my big case, but ex-postmaster High Wayne Suggs got his big cover-up. Eugene got pristine, if you call that anything. And every pulpwood hauler in the county got on TV. Me, I got $50 a day.
Night Flight's showcase of short films returns right after this.
Every late night morning I put on my blue. Levi's button fly 501 blue. Well, they shrink down to fit you and only you. They button fly. Don't it make you wanna ooh, bop, bop, ooh, bop. That's the truth. Bop, bop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, my radio's busted, my rent's coming due. Bop, bop. All right. Bop. My woman left me. That's nothing new. Bop, bop. But I'm still looking like front page news when I button fly my 501 blues. Bop, bop, bop. That's the truth. Bop, bop. Levi's 501 blues. Bop, bop. Don't it make you wanna ooh? Bop.
This is the amazing Suzuki Quad Sport. It has more headroom than fine American luxury cars. It is faster on rugged terrain than most exotic Italian sports cars. It displays better handling under treacherous conditions than the high-performance sedans of Germany. Only Suzuki gives you the choice of 8 different quad runners, the most extensive line of 4-wheel ATVs off the road today. Suzuki Quad Runners, the foremost in 4-wheeling.
Twix puts the dig in your gig. It puts the boom into your beat. Puts the rhythm in your beat. Keeps you rocking along. Puts the soul into your song. You can keep keep on moving with tricks. Chocolate caramel satisfaction, like crispy cookie gets you back in the action.
Nothing two sticks of Twix can't fix.
Foot slip, smack, back in your rap. Keep on moving with tricks.
What a woman. Whatever the day brings, she's confident.
FDS woman.
She's confident, fresh, and nice to be near.
FDS woman, so very confident.
FDS for safe feminine deodorant protection every day.
Martin Landau and Jack Palance scared the daylights out of an innocent family.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Now they're alone in the dark on Saturday Nightmares. Next Saturday at 8.
Welcome back to Night Flight Showcase of mini movies from today's talented new filmmakers. Andy Warhol's superstar Taylor Mead plays a typical leader in Mr. President, a satire by Jill Croson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
I was a poor boy, but I made it through. If I can do it, so can you. I was a poor boy, but I made it through. And if I can do it, so can you. I was a poor boy, but I made it through. And if I can do it, so can you. I just want people to be free to do and be what they want to be, and not feel burned and keep what they've earned, and not have to feed people they don't even like, who aren't even white, and not buy a house because of some louse who don't work anyway. I'm a hero, just like John Wayne. I just want freedom to get what is due for all those who have some capital from previous investments, for all those who worked hard and weren't even barred from the country club in Beverly Park, and weren't even barred from working and built things at last and planted the grass and toiled all day and then had to give it away. To who? To you. Why should we pay for all of that art by all those perverts who can't draw a lark? I'm a hero. He was an A, and I was a B. But now he's dead, and I'm sitting in the president's seat. I want to be a hero, just like John Wayne. So I'll cut waste, and I'll cut spending, I'll cut taxes, I'll cut welfare, I'll cut food stamps. I'll cut Medicare. Cut crummy art. I'll cut off your arm. I'll cut off your leg.
This is so amazing.
What?
I'm in ecstasy. I want you to try this.
What?
It's good.
Well, let me taste it.
This is so unbelievably delicious. I can't stand it. You've got to taste this.
Well, don't shove it in my face.
It's just starting to fall apart. Now, don't worry about how it looks.
There's always something exciting about this place.
I like the way you said that.
This is fantastic.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Just look. Closely.
Oh, can't we get off that?
Well, remember all those tubes?
Now I'm definitely losing my appetite.
How's everything here?
Great. The dessert's really excellent, David.
I hope Freddie's operation went all right.
He's fine. He's on the respirator.
It's so hard to recover.
He's really coming along fine, David. Oh, someone's looking for you.
Yes, well, excuse me.
How does he know about Freddie?
If you remember, he recommended the doctor.
Freddie sure had a stupid grin.
Let's think about something else.
That tube up his nose.
John.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm getting comfortable.
Sandra, all these people.
Who cares? No one's looking.
Somebody will notice.
I wish you were as worried about Freddie.
You know that couple that almost caught us last week?
You were so funny, especially when you tried to run out. I've got a little something here.
Someone might.
Don't move so much. Remember that afternoon by the ivy?
That was poison ivy, wasn't it?
Well, you know how I get around plants. What does it feel like?
Is anyone looking?
I'll see if I can get anyone's attention.
Sandra, we could be outside, you know, in a whole forest.
That wouldn't be any fun.
Are we fine here? Oh, excuse me. I'll get it.
No. That's fine, really. Thanks.
You sure?
We're great, David. Thanks.
Yes, really. Let's get out of here.
Don't you want the rest?
You crazy? Remember that negligee last month?
We'll put this on the account. Business.
Reminds me. I think we need to get something for Freddie.
Yeah, maybe he needs a new collar.
Why don't we look for one?
I'm glad he pulled through.
Well, they say Labradors usually can't handle that operation.
He's very special.
So are you. By the way, what about our next meeting? What are you going to wear?
I'll try a Merry Widow.
Think I can get into it?
We'll work something out.
The Best of Night Fight short films continues after this.
Walter needs to change his luck.
Walter, brighten up.
Anna is about to change her mind.
Walter!
The Maestro is about to change their lives.
What have we done, Almighty?
And their dream house has just changed into the Money Pit.
I'm going to help you.
You have a gun? Steven Spielberg presents Tom Hanks and Shelley Long in The Money Pit, a Richard Benjamin film, rated PG. Starts Wednesday at select theaters.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Holy smoke, Bullwinkle!
It's the new Hershey's Kisses snack pack.
Wow, a message in a bottle.
Fan mail from some flounder.
No, it's that new snack pack again.
Look, there's 8 Hershey's Kisses inside.
Yum!
Each with that big taste of Hershey's chocolate.
And it's the same price as a candy bar. Again?
I gotta get me a new hat.
I gotta get the new Hershey's Kisses snack pack.
I used to be fat, 50 pounds fatter. There's a lot of us used-to-be's around.
I don't know why a lot of people don't believe me. I've lost 38 pounds.
If somebody told me I could lose 50 pounds and still eat delicious foods, I would have thought they were crazy. I'm a real person. We all represent real people losing lots and lots of unwanted pounds and inches.
I'm what you call an after. You should have seen me 53 pounds before.
From fat to thin, heavy to slim, Fat Burner Plan customers everywhere are proud of their dramatic weight loss.
I've already lost 3 pounds in 5 days.
Results not typical. By following the plan, the average man can lose 3.5 pounds a week, the average woman 2 pounds a week. And here's a special reason for losing weight. Free crystal earrings with your order.
Hey, if I can lose 50 pounds, anybody can.
Order Grapefruit 45 on the Fat Burner Plan now. Get a free set of beautiful crystal earrings. To save COD fees, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-225-3030 or send $19.95 plus $3 postage and handling to Grapefruit, P.O. Box 19020, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Don't know why I started these things. That was just a bad habit. Well, anyway, the film you're about to see is called Made for TV, and I'm playing one of the characters in it. I'm happy to say there'll be no commercial interruptions, no little telephone numbers at the bottom of the screen for you to call. Anyway, we don't have any operators standing by for them to receive your calls, if in fact you could call. Okay, you can cut to the opening.
Next on Made for TV.
I think Nancy may be having her that intern stuff, but you never can tell because Cliff and Susan were secretly married.
Police officer, freeze! No.
Pleasantville. A good place to bring up children, I guess. It's got all the conveniences and benefits of modern life. Beautiful houses, well-kept neighborhoods, good schools, golf courses, fast food places, and supermarkets. That's why I came here looking for a job. What better place to start a career? But every now and then, things weren't right. And I felt as if I didn't belong. I don't know. Just deep down inside, I sensed something was wrong.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the TV Universe magazine office on Columbia Avenue.
Columbia Avenue?
Uh-huh.
You go 2 blocks down that way to National, and you make a left, and you make another left on American. You can't miss it.
Okay, thank you.
Got it. Ring around the collar. Dirty rings. Try scrubbing and soaking, and you still get ring around the collar. Doesn't he wash?
14 hours so far. Long shift. That's why I use new dead-end hemorrhoidal medication.
Excuse me.
Mr. Mouse?
Faust, I'm a little late. I'm sorry.
That's fine. No problem, Rank. And Mr. Monet will see you shortly. Please have a seat.
Excuse me. Is there a restroom near here?
I don't know. I've never gone to the bathroom.
If you had just worked someplace other than a gas station, we might have something for you. Well, we have your resume. Something should turn up. Well, Nichols, who's next?
The gentleman who was here before, Mr. Louse, is here to see you.
Faust. Ah, Mr. Joust. Hi, Monet. Pleased to meet you. Have a seat. So you've come here looking for a job?
Yes.
Let's see. BFA English? University Literary Review?
Yes, I fancy myself as a bit of a writer and a very hard worker as well.
Excuse me, Rank. Club Med on 01?
I'll tell them I'll get back to them this afternoon with the information.
Oh, hi, Alice. How did it go, Mr. Monet's office?
Not too well.
Oh, well. I'll be down in a minute with you inside.
Hey, Maris, how are you? You seem to be out of everything but these. Salisbury steak dinner. Hungry man veal parmesan dinner, okay, with chopped veal. Hungry man fried chicken dark portions dinner. Hungry man beef pie. Hungry man chopped chicken dinner. Hungry man turkey dinner, mostly white meat. Hungry man dinner with chicken lobster.
Here I am.
Well, what do you think? Can you see it? Alex, what's the matter?
Your brother's been watching too much.
Oh, he's okay. He's been watching since he was 3. So, what do you think?
About what?
My panty line. I'm wearing new Squeeze-It-Alls. You know, they make you look like you're not wearing nothing. Well, I guess it's a compliment that you didn't notice. Oh, Alice, come on. We're 5 minutes late for young doctors searching for the edge of night.
I love you.
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 I love you. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I didn't think it would be this hard after graduation to get a job. Try and make it on my own.
You know, it's just like Harold and Linda. If they don't find something soon, they're going to be evicted.
Harold and Linda?
No, an orthopedic hospital. Harold and Linda are living together, but Linda and Robert are going to have a baby. But if Robert and Linda have a baby together, Robert can't marry Nancy. I think Nancy may be having an affair that new and her Cliff. You never can tell because Cliff and Susan were secretly married. Did you say something?
It just happened again.
What?
Ever since I moved up here with you last month, I've had the strangest feeling that we're part of a TV movie. Well, sometimes I feel like we're part of a TV commercial or a TV news show or a situation comedy or detective serial. And right now, I just felt like part of a dramatic zoom. You know, a camera device used to artificially induce emotions. I first realized all this about a week ago, and I couldn't say any dirty words. Shh. See what I mean?
That is just like something that happened on the Merv Griffin show. There was this guy, and he had the same sort of thing. He said that sometimes he was possessed with the spirit of Bob Barker. Or was it Bert Convy? Weird, huh?
It's here!
Lamp tube chick?
Fine. You must be from the mall, and this must be it.
Yep, your very own Yakitori videotape recorder. I'll need a checklist.
Oh, where did I put my checkbook?
I do all my own deliveries today. Lost my help.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the guy went nuts. Said he feels like he's living in some kind of TV movie all the time, you know? Said moving up here did it to him. Did you ever hear of anything so ridiculous in all your life? So you're not looking for any part-time work, are you?